Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Live Life in Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. So glad you could make it. Hope you're all doing well. Cancer, these are your messages about your money and finances for the month of September 2020. So let's just go on to your messages, Cancer. Cancer, your energy and attitude towards your money and finances and work is the Queen, woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. This is your energy, okay? Whether you're male or female, this is you coming from a place of creativity and receptivity here, a place of nurturing, a place of care, a um, being very emotionally connected. But I also feel that you're trying to focus on, or you are being emotionally grounded here for yourself and for the friendships or connections that you're dealing with where money or work is concerned, where you are being a support or you're receiving support. You also have messenger, good news. So for some of you, there's some good news coming in about money or work. For others of you, you're hoping for or waiting for or um, watching for news and wanting that news to be good news to happen. And you may not be sure whether or not you're going to get news. You want good news here about something that you're waiting or wanting to hear about concerning money or work. Now, what else you got going on for your money and finances here, Cancer, is you do have trust, which is the Fool. You have base chakra, which is the root chakra. And you also have moving on, which is the Eight of Cups energy. Okay. So you could be in your feelings about some unfulfillment here. There may be three groups of Cancer here where you're each dealing with a particular energy here, or you are dealing with all of these energies throughout the month for September 2020, Cancer, with these energies here. I feel that with the Fool here, you may be having issues with being able to trust, or you are choosing to trust whatever's going on around your money or your work circumstances here. For some of you with trust here, you may be thinking about leaving the job you're working at, or you may be thinking about striking it out on your own with some sort of entrepreneurship. Just be mindful of the risk. Don't disregard the risk. Make calculated risk. Be bold and optimistic, but be reasonable. And not foolish with the Fool energy. Also, with the Fool here, you may be focusing on taking a leap of faith, or you want to be careful about not being naive or doing anything that is foolish, even if innocent. Okay. Um, the guidance here with the Fool, I would say, is that I'm picking up is that you may be experiencing where multiple paths are going to open up for you or are opening up for you. But even if so, you can't go on that journey until you take a step onto one. So you may be there where there may be a need for you to take a step, take a leap of faith with something here. Um, I also feel with trust here, you may be mentally ready to start a new career, or you may not be sure. And so you might need to quickly review your options because you may not have a lot of time before that door closes. So don't overanalyze that. I also feel that if you are focused on entrepreneurship, Cancer, be mindful not to try to do any get rich quick schemes, okay? Be careful not to be neglectful about your money or with work or your entrepreneurship. But also, there's a money opportunity that's ahead that could be coming in for you, um, that could improve your money situation, that could involve or does involve some risk. But if you follow through with it, or you decide to go with it and you can swing it, just be patient about, being able to come out ahead, but that you will. For some of you, you could be dealing with an unplanned surprise that may be good news for you, or allows you to have some sort of freedom, or allows you to be carefree. For some of you, you may be being carefree about a work situation or carefree about a particular money situation that may be to do with your money or connected to your money or with someone else that you're dealing with. For some of you, you just want a fresh or new start here, or you're hoping for that through some news you're hoping to obtain or receive. Now, you do have with this base chakra, this is the root chakra energy. There's a focus on your stability, your survival, your security. Now, for some of you, you may feel anxiety or a little ungrounded about your money or work situation. For some of you, you could be coming into a place of becoming more grounded and more stable about your money and finances situation because of some good news or because you decide to be a little more carefree. Just be as responsible as you can, whether you are experiencing stability with your financial situation or you need to, create stability with your money and finances situation. You want to be responsible here. So be careful of that. And then with moving on, this is the Eight of Cups energy. So there is something going on with money or work that is unfulfilling or has been unfulfilling for you that you may need to change your perspective before you can alter the way that you think or how you will go about doing what needs to happen next, right? For some of you, you may be having a hard time moving on. For some of you, you are now coming to a place where you're able to move on from something that was unfulfilling because you get an awareness or you learn something or you realize that you need to have some sort of achievement some way, somehow, or you get that clarity, or you no longer are in denial or despite the denial, but you make some sort of modification, or you will need to come to a place, or it won't be until you come to the space of deciding that modification needs to happen, a change needs to happen, whether that unfulfillment is you moving away because you're letting it go, or that unfulfillment is you changing up what you're doing or feeling about this that allows you to move on, okay, to find what it is that will give you satisfaction here. Now, you do have nothing will come of this situation, okay? Nothing will come of the situation. So, there's something in particular that for some of you, you're worried about, Cancer, that you are worried about what will come of the situation around work or with money. And this is saying that nothing will come of that situation, whatever it is that you're focused on. Now, for others of you, whatever it is that you are focusing on that you are unfulfilled by, as it has to do with your security, your stability with work or with money, that you're trying to get either some freedom from, or you want to take care of, or you're waiting for news on, you may be facing where nothing's going to come of that for you, or the way that you want to see with the situation. And so you want to be responsible, you want to be able to go in a new direction, but you don't want to give your power away in the meantime. You are giving away your power. You are a badass, act like it. So, what is going on in your money or work life that you have given your power away that you actually can take care of or resolve or manage here? For others of you, you are taking back your power when you once gave it up because you realize that you are a badass and you can assert yourself, you can trust yourself, you can move on from something that you're dealing with that you are unfulfilled by because you're able to bring some sort of communication or news or creativity to the situation that allows you to go in a new direction or opens up a new path for you, or because you make a decision to make a move and that move is what needed to count in your situation is for you to come out of some stagnancy or for you to create some stability or for you to be able to see some harmony or see something happen with what nothing was coming from the situation from until you make a move. With harmony here around your money and finances or with work, you have align your habits and actions with wealth in ways that are in harmony with your financial and life goals. So, this is you focusing or needing to focus on creating as much harmony as you can within yourself and with your money and with work that you can have happen for you, Cancer. Some of you may be struggling with that. Others of you, this is where you are going to be in a space of harmony where you are satisfied with what's going on with your money and finances, or you're looking to get some sort of satisfaction or agreement here that lets you feel good or feel better about your money situation. You do also have Muse. Take time away from the daily hustle. Give yourself quiet time in nature to muse. Create space for your creativity and fresh ideas will flow. So, this is a time where there may be a need for you to take a step back to recharge your batteries, to really reflect and analyze and deliberate over things about your money and your work situation to see how you can improve it or prioritize things or come up with better ideas so that you have more of the flow that you want to see happen around money or with work. But it's going to take you needing to remove distractions and really concentrate on that so that you can. So you may need to take some time to get away, to break free, to move on from something so that you can come back to it in order to figure out how to move on from it for real. Okay? And so that you can take your power back in the situation or keep your power in the situation here. So you need to think about this, consider things, evaluate, examine, so that you can come to the answer or solution that you're searching for or need. Now, you also have moth transformation. So you are experiencing some sort of changes with work or with money, or you are trying to transform your money or work situation here, where you may be trying to experience a renewal or a rebirth with something around work, or as it has to do with work, or with your money and finances. So my question to you is, with transformation, there's a letting go that needs to happen, or a dying away of something, or maybe a belief system, or a process, or um, something that is currently in place before something new can happen. So, what needs to change? What needs to be let go of? What needs to be released so that you can transform your situation to a place that gives you more harmony with it around money or with work? And you may need to brainstorm that before you get there. Now, you do also have Cancer. Let the soulmate grow without you. Now, what the fuck is going on here? What's that? Because what this look like to me, Cancer, is that there's a focus on a specific relationship that you are involved in or dealing with. This could be, your companion, your soulmate, your partner. This could just be someone or people you are very close or connected to, you have strong ties with, that it looks like you need to take a step back. There's some changes may be needing to be made in your relationship sector, where it feels like you're on a journey and somebody's with you, or you with somebody while you're on this journey, but it's like you're trying to take them with you, or they might be weighing you down. I feel like you may be being too much of a support to someone or others, that this is the time that they need to be on their journey and they need to be able to grow and figure things out for themselves with about money and with work, especially if the support that you have given or found yourself over giving is not allowing their situation to transform, or nothing is coming of the situation by you supporting them, because you keep finding yourself supporting them because you are their transformation, not them trying to transform while you're assisting them. And that's not serving you. And you may either realize that or come to realize that, or there may be a need for you to realize that and figure out what connections aren't giving you harmony, whether it's in work or in your money situation, where you're doing all the work, or you're trying to always be the one to figure things out or make things work out. And it's okay for you to support and assist another or others, and they benefit. But, support is supposed to be a balance there, where it allows for improvement. It doesn't allow for continued charity, if you will, or you over giving, or you're not able to see it reciprocated for yourself, or you're not seeing the kind of change or transformation that needs to happen for you or around the situation for you supporting it. And so that would be you giving up your power here that you need to take back, okay, to maintain your stability and maybe move on from something because it's not fulfilling for you anymore, or it's not going to, no matter how much you try. And when do you come to know that, whatever this is for you or with whoever it pertains to? You also have allow, okay? So you may be having trouble being open to receive, or you're coming to a space where now you're open to receive and you are now at a space of allowing, where you're okay with and accepting of your circumstances or how things are playing out, either for you or for somebody else that you're close to or connected to or dealing with, as it has to do with work or money, because you are being more mindful of what it is that you're going to be receptive to. And I feel that you're more open to the receptivity of the positive and the good things, or there's a need to focus more on that so that you can see more opportunity for yourself with money or with work, or that you may need to break free from because you're experiencing unfulfillment with it, and it may be interfering with your stability and security, and also perhaps causing you to become ungrounded or experience anxiety for. And so this may be you needing to allow things to, let things be where they are, or what will be, right? But this is you coming into a place of acceptance, or needing to come into a place of acceptance regarding something to do with money or work, or with perhaps a particular connection or certain connections, that some changes need to happen, or you need to transform something, because perhaps you're the one that's changing, where who you're dealing with or what this is around is not, and nothing's going to come of it, because you need to be the one to change this up some more. So the messages that came out for you around your money and finances is, you do have as an overall energy the Hermit. So you could be involved with or dealing with a Virgo. But the Hermit energy is also saying that you're analyzing, you are soul searching, you are seeking answers, you're deliberating over something. You may be looking to prioritize, or you may need to start prioritizing as it has to do with your money or work. But you're looking for an answer. You're looking for something to come in. You might be waiting for the solution or waiting for a result with something, but you're examining something with the Ace of Swords underneath that. There may be some sort of truth. You may be looking to see what you need to cut out around money or with work or with certain connections here, because you want to be able to see some progress with that Eight of Wands, to see some movement. Okay, you want to be more focused on on the things you want to target and see happen for yourself around your goals. And in order to do that, you're having to take a step back and maybe withdraw from some people, or withdraw from a situation, or see the solution or answers that fit more with your path and journey that you are on, that gives you more harmony and peace around money or work. And so you are under a metamorphosis where you are looking to change, like a moth to a flame. You might be experiencing where people just flock to you for support, and you need to cut that shit out, right? Save some for you. Do you have any left for you? Are you getting that back? Okay. Energy has to be reciprocated, and keeps a constant movement and flow back and forth, right? Coming and going, in and out, for it to really work. Now you do have the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Swords here. So this is some energy you're experiencing in the month of September here. So there's a focus or some dealings with family where you're experiencing some sort of interference, or there's an error, or there's some sort of limitation or restriction, or you're not able to get past something with someone, or with what your expectations are, where you're focusing on wanting some sort of fulfillment. You're wanting to liberate yourself, you wanting to break free of something and move on from something that may not be fulfilling to you, or move on from something where you feel trapped by it, limited by it, or you don't yet see the way out, or that you no longer want to be attached to, or you are no longer wanting to give any attention towards because it's not serving you. And this may be to do with family, or as it has to do with work, or as it has to do with something that you're wanting the best that you can see happen here, but you're experiencing some sort of interference, limitation, or you're having trouble liberating yourself here. Now, the Ten of Cups energy is also saying that you may be trying to have a prosperous period, or you could be having a prosperous period with money, but you could be spending more time with family. Um, this is Ten of Cups is saying that this is a very positive message here, um, for you, that something is going to happen in a good way concerning work, or with money, or both. Okay, with whatever it is that you are engaged in with work or with money, even though you may be experiencing some interference or limitation here, or restriction, or you don't see the way to navigate this yet. Now you do have the Five of Swords and Judgment energies that's also coming through for you for the month of September. Okay, so there's some sort of conflict or dispute around money or with work. You may be worried about some sort of loss or challenge, or you're worried about conflict that can happen around money or work through some sort of judgment or decision. You may be waiting on a judgment from someone in authority. Something may be being examined, and you are concerned about the conflict that's coming in, or there's conflict with the decision that's coming in, or conflict with what that decision could be, or there's conflict with what you're examining around money or finances, or there's conflict with trying to rectify a situation, or rejuvenate a matter, or get a second chance here, perhaps. I also feel that for some of you with the Five of Swords and Judgment here, you're making a decision to choose you in whatever this is, whether this is pertaining to money or with work. You're making a judgment call for yourself, where you're choosing you, um, so that because you're focused on being the victor here. I just feel like whatever the conflict is, if for some of you you're focused on how you can get the victory, there could be some cost to you, but this is you also trying to figure out how to get the upper hand in the situation, or someone may be doing this with you. But the Five of Swords is some conflicting energy. There is some sort of fighting involved with the Five of Swords. You could be dealing with some hard choices. You could be fighting with yourself or others. You could be struggling in your mind about your money or work situation, and the fear or concern or fighting over some sort of loss or conflict or challenge here that's you're experiencing. Okay, so you could be at odds with something here. You may be um, conflicted about a decision that you need to make, or a decision that you're waiting to have made. You may be even concerned about whether or not you're going to be defeated by this. But I just feel like, because with this Five of Swords, this person look like they got their shit together. Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, I'm examining this shit and I'm making a judgment call on it, on how I need to rectify it that works for me. And that's what I feel like you're doing here, Cancer, or that you may need to do here in order for you to see some sort of change or resolution, or to get the results that you need here around money or with work. But be diplomatic, be rational, be mindful about how you handle yourself, how you assert yourself, okay? Because you don't want to be reckless here, and you don't want to, you know, take a hit, at least not a big one, to get the results, right? And so you also have the hangman with the devil. So you could be dealing with um, a Capricorn, or with the hangman, you could be dealing with a Pisces. And so this is more energy coming through for the month of September, where with the hangman, you may be on hold, or you may need to sort something out because you're experiencing some sort of fear or anger, limitation or restriction, or you're bound with this obligations here. You could be experiencing limited to no access for support, or feeling trapped by something, or you experiencing burdens, or you have to put things on hold because you have done things in excess, right? You may have overspent, or you see with the devil here, they're all fucking partying and going all the fuck out. So you may have done some overspending here, okay? Or you may have some sort of addictions or vices that is interfering with money and finances, or you may be trying to find alternatives to how you can get something under control or be empowered when it has to do with your money or your finances. Now, the hangman is also talking about that your money flow could be slow, or some money flow has come to a stop, or you may be concerned about that. Um, but whatever concern that is around it, whether it's real or perceived, um, this money situation will be back, or this work situation will be back in the way that you are content with within up to 2 months. Okay, it's just not yet. And so your likely outcome here, you could be, by the way, with the hangman, trying to see things from a different perspective, or you may be making sacrifices here in order to keep your obligations, or you may be letting go of something toxic here, or needing to, as it has to do with money or work. But as an outcome, you do have the moon and the ace of pentacles. So with the moon here, you may be experiencing, as an outcome, your money fluctuating in extreme ways, up and down. The moon is also saying that this is the time for you not to make any major decisions around money or with work, okay? um, because it's not the right time. The moon is also saying be careful of hidden agendas, or there's something that you still need to see that's going to be revealed as hidden. This is you experiencing some sort of uncertainty, or weariness, or fear about money and finances, or there's some confusion or mystery concerning money or finances here, which is what I feel more is the case for you, Cancers, that there's some mystery or uncertainty about money or work, okay, with what could develop, or what you're expecting to come in, or what you want to gain, or perhaps with what you may find yourself um, wondering about what you may have to give and to what extent. Now, the moon is also saying here that even though you have a issue surrounding money, right, that the answer or the clarity that you are looking for may not come into at least the next full moon, which is sometime next month, but that it looks like you'll gain what you're looking for, or something new is formed, or you're able to create something new, or something new happens that's tangible and is of value for you. with this moon energy. And the moon is also saying, be careful of others and to trust your instincts here. Okay? And so you may not get the clarity that you want, but you also want to make sure that you have clarity about how you proceed. And be careful about anything new you're bringing into form or looking to bring into form, or that you want to do new or come up with a new practical approach with. Be careful with that. And so, in terms of an outcome, guidance, that is, you do have partnership. Healthful supportive partnership into Allow healthful supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources here. So you have help coming to you. Okay, at some point help is coming to you, even though you don't see it, or you're looking for it, or you haven't found it yet, or it's not revealed to you. There's some sort of help coming to you. But also with partnership, there may be a need for you to look at your partnerships and see, or a particular partnership, and see, what are you really gaining here, and are you gaining in this situation, where you both or all who are involved are supported, or is it one-sided? um, you want to be careful of hidden agendas and motives here. Also be careful of fraud. Careful what you invest and put your money into. Don't make any major decisions. Make sure you get the answers and see what it is you may need to cut out, because it looks like there's something or someone you need to cut out here and take your power back, or be careful that you won't lose your power in the situation financially or with work. Okay? And you may be dealing with someone that's going through something that you're used to supporting, that they need to go through on their own, because you supporting them is going to cause you conflict, and it's going to cause you to be stuck and be in a place of uncertainty and fear and worry about your money or with work for doing it. So be careful. I hope these messages help. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, Cancer.